My name is Florence Onoma. I am the anchor of Life Reels. Life Reels was created to reach out to people that need somebody to talk to, a shoulder to lean on, an avenue for people to express themselves instead of blocking things up.
Need to be worried. Everything will be alright. Everything will be alright. Yeah. I know you've been wondering why
I need to tell you how they turn their lemons into lemonade. I have been through a lot myself, and I'm also here to share my experiences with you. You know what? I've been betrayed. I have been gossiped. I have been criticized wrongly. I have been judged. I have been misunderstood. And I'm here to tell you that you're not alone in that game. Come, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Don't bother. There's depression. Depression is real. Don't kill yourself before your time. There's always a solution to that problem you're going through. Here on Life Reels, we are here to help you. Come, follow me on this page. Let's talk about that problem. Trust me, together we can solve it. Life really is here to help you.
No need to be worried. Everything will be alright. Everything will be alright. One step at a time. No need to be worried.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depends on where you're watching from. My name is Florence Onoma, and I welcome you to Life Reels, our Sunday family tonic. Happy new month to you all, my family members. How has the week been? Lovely, right? Wow. This month of March, all of us are marching forward in the mighty name of Jesus. The Lord will make our path easy this month. Can I hear someone say amen to that? Welcome. I appreciate you all for joining. Ade Johnson, thank you for joining. I want you to share this live broadcast. Share it, let it go wide, let people connect. Let everyone join the conversation because today's story is also very interesting. Well, we all know that a lot is happening. The world is becoming more and more difficult to live in. A lot of people are plagued by one problem or the other, and there's no one to talk to, there's no one to confide in. So they are just in a world of their own, feeling very melancholic. Life World is saying you don't have to do that. We are a community of people coming together to bear each other's burden, meaning you can talk to us, you can confide in us. Everybody you see on this planet Earth has something bothering them. I'm telling you, nobody, even the rich, also cries. So you are not alone. Like I say in that theme song, you're not alone. Don't allow yourself to sink into depression. Talk about it. That is why we created this program. Let's talk about it. Let's break this conspiracy of silence where everybody is pretending that all is good. Before you know it, boom, they say somebody has committed suicide, or somebody has killed the brother, or somebody has killed the mother, or somebody. No. All those are a byproduct of frustration. And, when you feel that everything is gone, there's no other way to turn to. People turn to violence, people turn to, killing people turn to killing themselves. That should not be the way out. You don't have to take the life you did not create. Okay? So that's what Life Reels is all about. So please share this broadcast. Share this broadcast. Let's come together and have some fun. I'm telling you, I like to gist too. That is why I love coming here after church. I want to come and gist with you guys now so that we can know how far. Sure, you understand. So please, all my Life Reel family, please share the link. Share the link. Let us jollificate together as we share our life experiences. A lot of people have been through what you're going through, and they came out successful. They were able to, handle that situation by the grace of God. Their lemons were turned into a lemonade. So they are coming out here to actually share the story behind their victory, and the story behind the glory. So don't be left out. Let's relax. It's a Sunday evening, anyways. So let's relax and hear people's story and rub minds, and then we'll be good. Okay. Thank you so much, Rita. Rita, my first 11. I know you're here. Thank you so much for connecting with Life Rules. Okay, so last week we brought in a young lady, Ifoma. Ifoma told us a story of her life, right? Ifoma told us how her parents, her own biological parents, tried to force her to marry a guy. The guy is very rich, by the way, or was very rich, can afford to buy her anything she ever wanted. But Ifoma says she told her that she turned that down because she didn't love the guy. You see, her parents gave her war. They gave her fireworks. They almost disowned her. At the point she gave in. But thinking about it, she said, no, she can't live this kind of life. She ran away on the day they were supposed to do her traditional marriage. She ran away. Everybody was in her father's compound. Ifoma ran away and never showed up till maybe the next day. Her parents disowned her, chased her out of the house and all that. But this is the cocoa of the story. And when they could not succeed in forcing her to marry that young guy, her brother helped her to go back to school. Then that young guy married somebody else. Shortly after, that young man died of HIV. The wife also died. We're rich, welcome. Thank you for joining. Sister Elizabeth, thank you for joining. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Keep sharing the link. Keep sharing the link. That young guy died out of what? HIV. The guy was HIV positive and never told Ifoma, or not did he even tell anybody. You see? Now, Ifoma is a graduate. Ifoma runs her own grocery store. Ifoma is a mother of 4. Ifoma is happy. The young man is dead. The wife he married is dead. A very big case of all that glitters is not gold. And why am I bringing this story again? I thought about it all through the week. And I'm asking, why do parents sell their girl child because of money? Why? Why would anybody on this planet Earth sell your own precious daughter to somebody because of you want to come out of poverty? How come you did not work hard to come out of poverty yourself? How come you did not even sell yourself? That's so terrible. This child you brought into the world did not make you poor. You probably worked hard and the money didn't come, or maybe something happened along the line, but that child should not be made to pay for it. That story triggered me so much because I've seen it happen a lot of times where they say, oh, go and marry. You have to go and marry so that we can train on that. Why? Why should any child be a sacrificial lamb for anybody? Anyway, I don't want. Yeah, I know it's poverty. But then, everybody can come together and do something and don't have to sacrifice one person to come out of poverty. I don't subscribe to it. No, I don't. How have been managing before she got to that age of marriage? Keep managing. Believe that God will make a way. Don't sell anybody. Look at it, because now that the Ifoma's parents are saying, oh, thank God, because Ifoma is alive. What if she had been the one that died? What does it profit a man to get the whole world and lose his soul? What does it profit you, mother and father, to gain all the money and then you lose your child? Oh, please. Please don't even get me started. Anyway, thank God Ifoma was victorious, and that is why we talked about it on Life Reels, so that some parents can learn. Thank you so much, Pastor Layade. Thank you. Yes, that nobody should do that. I know. Nobody should sell their child for money. I don't subscribe to it. I don't like that. I was so flustered last week when she told that story, and I'm like, you can imagine my own precious daughter, my own princess. I'll go and give to one man. I don't know how he made his money. I don't know what he's carrying about. And then, no. Now, how about That's not fair. Anyway, let's not dwell on that. That's not our story for today. Our story for today is another bumper story. And I want you guys to share the link so that when we are going to, the guest is not going to be in the studio, because some people are shy, they're maybe camera shy, that they don't want to come show their faces. But I actually prefer people showing their faces so that we can authenticate the story. But we are also saying, if you can't, you can send us email at lifereelswithflorencesonoma@gmail.com. You can send us your story. We will read it. All of us will read it, and then we'll talk about it while you stay in the background and listen. But if you are bold enough, which I think we all should be, bold enough to come out and share, for me, it's a testimony. When things happen and you overcome them, nobody's going to stigmatize you anymore. You're just going to come share your testimony, how God turned your lemon into a lemonade, and some other people will be encouraged, you see, to hold on, to be patient, to persevere. Yeah, because whatever has a starting date has an expiring date. That's what I believe. Whatever has a starting date has an expiring. One day it will expire. One day, it doesn't matter. That man that stayed at the pool of Bethesda for 32 years, one would think that that's the end of it. But when it was time for it to expire, it expired. So whatever you're going through, I want to encourage you, don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on yourself. Make sure you trust God. Make sure you talk to someone you can trust. That's why we are here. Inbox me personally. Want me to hide your ID? I will hide your ID. Then we'll talk about it privately. If you want us to bring it online, we bring it online and we trash it. That way you feel good. Depression is not an option. Going out there to, commit any crime or get into a violent act is not an option. Yes, we know a lot is going on. Everybody's going through something. I'm going through something too. People are going through issues. But please, let's not vent. Let's not vent it on ourselves. Let's talk about it and we make it lighter for everyone. So I want you to keep sharing the link before I bring out the story we have for today. Keep sharing the story. And again, I want to remind us that we're in the month of March. And I think Easter is towards the end of this month. So I'm going to say, like last broadcast before Easter, I'm going to find out my technical theme. Last Sunday before the Easter, we are going to, appreciate our faithful followers. And the criteria is going to be like this. You have been following us, all our broadcasts. You've been coming in, you've been logging in, you've been sharing, you've been commenting, you've been liking, you've been engaging on this page. That's going to be the criteria. And trust me, there are people that are working backstage to take all these things into cognizance and give us the 10. We need 10 people. We don't have to, right? But there's love in sharing. Even if it's okay, this is for your recharge card. This is for your data they're using to log in. We will do it. We will do it. It doesn't have to be much. It's not in the size of the gift. It's in the thoughts behind the gift. You see what I mean? So please, just don't get tired. Keep engaging with us on this page. Keep following Life Reels. Keep telling people to follow Life Reels. Keep sharing. Keep commenting. Like this video, give it a thumbs up. Keep liking it. Share it to people. Tell people that this is what we are doing here. The more, the merrier. So please, I am going to wait for some more minutes for people to share the link so that we can jump into today's story. Don't be tired.
Life Reels with Florence Onoma.
One step at a time.
My name is Florence Onoma. I am the anchor of Life Reels. Life Reels was created to reach out to people that need somebody to talk to, a shoulder to lean on, an avenue for people to express themselves instead of blocking things up.
Don't need to be worried. Everything will be alright. Everything will be alright. Yeah. I know you've been wondering why I
I'm here
think
to tell you how they turn their lemons into lemonade. I have been through a lot myself, and I'm also here to share my experiences with you. You know what? I've been betrayed. I have been gossiped, I have been criticized wrongly, I have been judged, I have been misunderstood. And I'm here to tell you that you're not alone in that game. Come, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Don't bother. That depression. Depression is real. Don't kill yourself before your time. There's always a solution to that problem you're going through. Here on Life Wheels, we are here to help you. Come, follow me on this page. Let's talk about that problem. Trust me, together we can solve it. Life Wheels is here to help you.
No need to be worried. Everything will be alright. Everything will be alright. One step at a time. No need to be worried.
One step at a time. No need to worry. Everything is just going to be all right. Trust me, God is ever faithful and ever sure. I don't know what you believe in. I am a Jesus addict. So I cannot pull through this program without telling you that my source, my strength, everything I am is about Christ. Right. So, and he is the one that has been solving my problem, and I know he will. But if there's any other person or any other power that is solving your problem, we will hear about it too. In as much as I don't want to be part of it, but I want to hear if there's anybody that can solve a problem apart from God, then I want to hear about it, right? All right, so this week I will sharing. Mr. Godfrey, thank you for connecting. God bless you. This week we have another interesting story. A young doctor. She wrote us all the way from Kenya to share her story. And I'm going to put this story where all of us can read it together so that we can all learn from our sister, then advise her on what to do. Right. So our sister, her name is Elinah. She wrote us all the way from Kenya to share her story. So I'm going to display her story on the screen so all of us can read it together. Okay? So let's go. They said the story is my sacrifice. She said, I dropped out of school to support my mother. Say, my name is Elinah from Kenya. Growing up, life was tough. Life was tough for us, and my mother was the breadwinner. My mother and I worked on a massive farmland just to earn a living to support my brother through school. She said, Ashura, that's the name of the brother. Ashura, are you reading with me? Okay, let's see. Are you getting it? All right, let's see the next slide. Say, Ashura and I had gotten admission to study, but my mother decided I dropped my ambition to support him since he was male and older. Mother thought Ashura would be our gold mine. Are we together? Are you getting the flow of the story? He said, let me just read it. He said, Ashura had gotten admission to study, but my mother decided I dropped my ambition to support him since he was male and older. Mother thought Ashura would be our good man and wipe our tears someday. Shortly before his graduation, he brought a city girl. Ella, with a marriage proposal. My mother kicked against it, saying he needed to work and contribute to my training, but instead he moved on to the city with the girl. I write this part with so much pain. Okay. I want to make sure you're reading what I'm reading. Okay. Ashura had gotten admission. Okay. So let's go to the next one. I write this part with so much pain in my heart. I secured admission to study to become a medical doctor. So with excitement, I hurried up to Embu to share the good news with Ashura and to collect from him money to fund my education. Ashura's wife kept me outside, claiming they weren't notified of my visit. I had to stay out till late in the evening when my brother returned from work. Seeing Ashura boosted my confidence. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Just want to make sure that we are getting. Okay, let me just read it. Ashura's wife kept me outside, claiming they weren't notified of my visit. I had to stay out till late evening when my brother returned from work. Seeing Ashura boosted my confidence. At least I would get a better reception. But my brother gave me the shocker of my life when he told me I was leaving his house the next morning. Besides, he had no money to sponsor my education. I almost gave up. But when I returned home to my mother, she said, Elinah, I will work for you to become a medical doctor. The mother worked tirelessly to send me to college. Ashura abandoned my mother and I and neglected all the promises and expectations. I would assist occasionally when on holiday to break, but it was indeed tough. Today, I am a medical doctor, married and raising a family as a wife. Ashura's wife and kids live in a mini apartment I got for my mother, feeding from my mother's kitchen funded by me, as the table has turned around. I am not comfortable with that arrangement, and I've told my mother to send them away or I discontinue the funding. But my mother preaches forgiveness. Life reels. I have forgiven them, at least for the sake of their innocent children and my mother. But I do not wish to continue to be their benefactor. Dr. Elinah from Kenya. Hmm. Did we get the flow of that story? Did we get the flow of that story? I don't know what's happening because I think I'm not getting the slide. Okay. So did we get the flow of the story? All right. So that's a young girl, a young lady writing from Kenya. Her name is Elinah. Elinah said, of course, from her story, they are not from a very wealthy family. They are poor, or they were poor, and then she and her brother, I think they were the only two siblings, that their mother had. Maybe their father was late. She didn't put that. She didn't give us that detail. So Elinah, when they got admission, two of them, the guy and the boy and the girl, the mother pleaded with the girl, say, please drop. Let your brother go first, since he's the elder, he's a man. Let's work together and support him. She agreed, and then they worked together to support Elinah, to support Ashura. Ashura finished university, probably got a job. The first thing he did was to bring a girl home, but he wanted to get married. The mother protested and said, no, let's wait. Why don't you help your sibling, your sister, to also go through school? Ashura said no, that he wasn't going to do that. Took his wife, went back to the city, and abandoned his family. So now Elinah got admission to medical school, and was excited and ran to the city where Ashura was living with the wife to tell him the good news and to probably get sponsorship from him. But Ashura did what? Turned him down. The wife, first of all, locked her out. Ashura came and told her, this, you can't stay in my house. You're leaving and I don't even have money. The girl was heartbroken. I mean, understandably so. She was heartbroken, and she cried. And then the mother assured her, don't worry. Whatever it takes, we will make sure you become a medical doctor. So that woman toiled, and made sure that Elinah went to, you know what it means to train a medical doctor, right? It's not a joke. To train somebody to become a medical doctor is not a joke. But that woman toiled through thick and thin to train that child, that girl child. And she was helping out when she had the time until she graduated. Today, Elinah is a medical doctor to the glory of God. God turned her lemon into a lemonade. Elinah is married with her own children. Then Elinah got an apartment for her mom and was, of course, sending upkeep for the mom. Now listen to how the table turns around. Ashura and the wife now go to live with Elinah's mom and was feeding from her pot, which of course was being financed by Elinah herself. A case of the stone the builders rejected becoming the chief cornerstone. Now Elinah is saying, life reels. Honestly, it was painful. But my mother said I should forgive them. I have forgiven them. But I don't want them to stay in my mother's apartment. I don't want to use my money to feed them. They have to leave my mother's apartment, or I will not send upkeep for my mom again. That is the story. What do you think? What do you think Elinah should do? Honestly, this is the story of a lot of people out there. When you think somebody in your family is doing okay and should help, that is when he or she does a U-turn and say to hell with all of you, especially when a huge sacrifice has been made. This is a very, popular story in a lot of families. So now, what do you think? Do you think Elinah should actually send the brother and the wife out of their house? Do you think Elinah should continue to support them just to show that she's a bigger person, just so that she has a bigger heart? What is your suggestion? Can we please put our comment in the comment section? Let's know what Elinah is watching. Elinah is in the background. She says she will watch. She will not, she doesn't want to show her face. So what do we tell Elinah? How do we solve this problem? Yeah, such is life, but God is faithful. That's something that people don't realize. That you started first doesn't mean you will finish better than me. That's life. That is life. It's not the person that started first that will finish best. Overtaking is allowed. Somebody can overtake somebody. That's the race of life. But Ashura didn't have that knowledge. And of course, the wife too, didn't have that understanding. But then, they are not our focus today. Our focus is Elinah. What do we want to tell Elinah? Should she forgive the brother? Should she continue to feed them? Or should she send them away? That is the issue. That's the question for today. What do you think? Dr. Vic, what do you think Elinah should do? Hi, Chief Chidoke, what do you think Elinah should do? Prince, what do you think Elinah should do? Bro Godfrey, what do you think Elinah should do? Let's talk about it. Let's all put mouth in this matter. If not, the Nigerian people say we put mouth for the matter. Let's put mouth in this matter. What do you think Elinah should do? If you're online today, I want to hear from you. What do you think Elinah should do? I mean, this life, balance. So, balance. Your own sister, work hard with your mom, sent you to school. You did not even show any atom of gratitude. You turned your back on them. And you, the wife, that will come and turn people's family around. I don't understand. Now, that same girl you kept outside, that same girl you said your husband should not help, do they even have shame? Why did they even come to the house? I'm not hearing from you. Please, I want response. I want response from my family. Please, let's trash this. let's try this matter. What do you think? It's really hard sacrificing so much to have a brother to go through college and land a career, yet the same brother whom they thought would become a gold mine for the family turns around to abandon them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sad. So, yeah, that's the situation. Now, what can we do? What should Elinah do? Hello, Lolo Constance. Welcome to Library. Thank you for connecting with us. Rosemary, what do you think Elinah should do in this situation? Do you think she should send them out of the mother's apartment? Or should she continue to support them? What do you think? I have my own opinion, but I'm keeping it to myself. Yeah. Lord Loweruche said God has done it for her to be a medical doctor. Advise her to forgive. Leave everything for God. Yeah, Elinah, did you hear that? Wonichona has said, forgive and leave everything for God. God has done it for you. God did not allow it to become a laughing stock. You're a medical doctor now. She said, be the bigger person. Thank you so much, Auntie Weruche. Thank you. God bless you. We want more comments. We want more response on this matter. Elinah, what do you think Elinah should do? The story is, okay, High Chief said Elinah should forgive. Elinah should forgive. She said she has forgiven, but she doesn't want to keep feeding them. She said she has forgiven, but she doesn't want to keep feeding them. Do you think that is forgiveness? Do you think she should continue to support them financially? You know, we need to know. Elinah was abandoned. For those of you that are just logging in, Elinah is a young girl who supported her brother. She and her mom supported her brother to go to school. And when it was her turn for her brother to support her to go to school, the brother abandoned them, married a woman, and the woman went away with the woman and never turned back to look at them. Today, with the help of God, Elinah is a medical doctor and she's doing well. You know, and the brother now is depending, the brother and the family, they are depending on Elinah to feed them. Do you think Elinah should continue to feed them? The comments I'm reading here says Elinah should forgive. Elinah should let go. Let bygone be bygone. But do you think she's going to invest in her resources on these people? Do you think that these people, if she doesn't want to support them financially, it's fine, but she should forgive them for her own sanity? Yeah, she said she has forgiven them. Hi, Chief. She said she has forgiven them because her mom said forgive, but she doesn't want to feed them. Dr. Elinah, your story is both heartbreaking and inspiring. That's coming from Prince. Your sacrifice and determination to become a medical doctor, despite facing numerous obstacles, are commendable. It is understandable that okay, let's see. Okay, this is a long one. Let me just read. All right. Okay, it's understandable that you feel conflicted about continuing to support your brother and his family. Okay, I think I should. Let me see. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's a very long comment here. So I want everyone to read it. So Prince is saying the story is both heartbreaking. So Elinah should do what now? Yeah, the decision to forgive them for the sake of your innocent children and mother speaks volume about your character. However, it's essential to prioritize your own well-being, that of your immediate family. It's not selfish to want to discontinue funding their lifestyle, especially if discontinue funding their lifestyle, especially if it's causing you discomfort and strain. Perhaps you could have a heartfelt conversation with your mother about finding alternative solutions for your brother and his family. Explore ways to empower them to become self-sufficient with also relying on your support. This could involve encouraging your brother to seek employment or providing him with resources for vocational training or education. Ultimately, your son should be guided by what brings you peace of mind and allows you to fulfill your responsibility without resentment. Remember, forgiveness doesn't mean you have to continue enabling harmful behavior. It's about releasing yourself from the burden of anger and resentment while setting healthy boundaries. Wow. Okay, so that's the comment from Prince. From Prince. Rosemary said something. Let's see. Rosemary said, I think she can help them from a distance since she has forgiven them. But if those two can be that mean to her at any slightest change in their fortune, the chameleon in them will spring up. Exactly. Very true. Very, very true. You should really to support them. Hachi said, you should really support them. Let's go there. Let's go to that comment. Okay, Hachi say, if she refuses to support them financially, she hasn't committed any crime or sin. You see my problem? All right. So, Mr. Godfrey said, let's see. So, in my opinion, Elinah should forgive just as Joseph forgave his brothers. Oh, yeah, that's what's that? What comment is that? All right. So he said Elinah should forgive. Yeah, that's coming from Godfrey. He said Elinah should forgive just like Joseph forgave his brothers. Yes, I let those comments keep coming. Elinah, I hope you're watching and I hope you're reading, you know. So bottom line is if she wants to forgive, she has to forgive. That's a given, because that's what the Bible says. She has to forgive. But what about supporting them financially? Because I think the Bible says something about forgiveness. When you forgive, you let go. So in my opinion, I might be wrong, if she forgives them, whatever way she can support them, I mean, at her convenience, she should do that. She should not strain herself. She should not inconvenience herself to support them. But I mean, somebody got to tell somebody the truth at times. Let them understand that this world, things flip around. And when things flip around, the first might be the last and the last might be the first. And the only way you can send this message is, the Bible says something about putting a coal of fire on your enemy. I don't think Ashura is Elinah's enemy, is the brother. Right. But even though Elinah has forgiven the brother, I'm sure that when Ashura is eating Elinah's food and money, he'll be remembering, oh, what I've done to my sister. If he has the conscience. But just like Rosemary said, Ashura might not have a conscience. The wife is actually the problem there. And when, of course, the table turns around again, she will start. People don't change unless they have Christ. Christ is only that change people. So, but we don't know these people's spiritual background. We don't know their capacity, spiritual capacity. If they appreciate forgiveness and understand what forgiveness is all about. Because at times, somebody like that can take it for granted and begin to claim, begin to feel entitled. That's what I will not subscribe to. Elinah's brother cannot be entitled to anything. She will only get what Elinah wants to give. It's when she begins to feel entitled that, well, me, I will get offended. But Elinah It's okay if you're comfortable enough to support them. Come on, support them now. If God hadn't allowed you to get where you are, you wouldn't have been where you are. So, I mean, remember the story of the prodigal son. He took all the money and ran away. I mean, he took all the money that the father should give him, just like Ashura. After spending all his money to go to school, he ran. So the prodigal son took all the money that the father gave him and ran away and went to squander the money. And now, when he came back, what did the father do? Accepted him, cuddled him, kissed him, and had a very big party for him. I think you feeding your brother and the family, you're accepting them and having a big party for them. To tell them, welcome back, prodigal brother. Welcome back to the fold. Love conquers all, Elinah. Rosemary, but come to think of it, she sacrificed one time too many. Should she really live a life of continuous sacrifice for him? She should stand her ground if that keeps her comfortable. It is called tough love. Yes, it is called tough love. Well, this time around, she is teaching him what to call life lesson. Life lesson in the sense that now, if he doesn't understand that tables turn around, he now understands. There's no sacrifice that's too much for people to make for a loved one. You understand? The ultimate sacrifice Jesus made on the cross of Calvary was to die for us. Elinah has not died now for sure. Rosemary, Elinah has not died for sure. Elinah should let go. God has done it. The Lord has done it for her. I think she should let go. And if he's confident for her to support support the brother, let her go ahead and do that. Let her go ahead and do that. So, Lord of Constance, said, well, she did it because her family, she did it because her family is unfortunate that the person she did it for did not appreciate it. No one knows tomorrow, but the brother never thought of tomorrow. She cannot leave him to die of hunger. She should forgive them, but that her brother is a good brother. But that her brother is a good brother, or she should let him know that it does not pay to be ungrateful to your relation or to anybody because of tomorrow. Please forgive them for God's sake. Yes, that's Lolo Constance saying, though the brother is ungrateful, though Elinah's brother is ungrateful, Elinah should please forgive. Elinah should please forgive and continue to support them. Let them not die of hunger. Let Ashura and but what would it benefit Elinah if the brother dies of hunger or the kid dies of hunger? You see. So please, I am towing that line too, that Elinah should forgive. Life lesson, right? It's her life reality. Yeah, that's her life reality. And I also want to encourage anybody online that's having similar situation. Please, let it just go. Forgive. Some relations can be impossible, but we are encouraged to love even the unlovable. There are people that are unlovable, no matter what you do. They are ungrateful. It doesn't even matter. But keep loving. Maybe keep supporting them from a distance, like Rosemary said earlier. The little you can, in your own little way, keep supporting them. I mean, what can we say? What can we say? God has turned your lemon into a lemonade. Just let Ashura. He's a prodigal brother. He came back. He's been forgiven. Keep giving him food. Don't be like that brother that the prodigal son. The brother said, "Oh, why are you doing this? He left us." No, don't be like that, Elinah. Some Bible story was told us for us to learn. For us to learn that when a loved one goes astray and retraces his or her step, we should not cast them away. We should not throw them away. We should bring them back and tell them, welcome back. And then, that way we are teaching them the proper way to behave. The Bible said that overcome evil with good. Love conquers all. Love does not keep record of wrongs. So don't keep record of wrong, Elinah. Please let it go. That is my own opinion. If there's another opinion apart from what we heard on this comment section, please can we hear it? We still have a little bit of time. I will still have time. Still have like 15 minutes. So I have not heard from Rita. Rita, what do you think? Rita, also for my first 11. What do you think Elinah should do? I have not heard from Pastor Layode. He was here. I saw him earlier. From a man of God's point of view, what do you think Elinah should do? Dr. Victoria, what do you think Elinah should do? I have not heard. All those who were online a while ago, I have not heard from them. Please let us see. Let us hear you. Let's hear you. What do you think Elinah should do? This life, that's what I tell people. I tell people that forgiveness puts you in a place of comfort. Because when you're beefing somebody or when you're angry with somebody, each time you see that person, it talks on your heart. It talks, whether you like it or not, it talks on your heart. And by the time you forgive that person, you feel like a load has been lifted off your shoulder. So when God talks about forgiveness, he talks about it in such a way that he's letting us understand that you are helping yourself when you forgive people, when you let go. You're actually doing it for your own good. You see my point? Because unforgiveness is like they will say you are drinking poison and you're expecting to die. Unforgiveness is cancerous. That's why if I get angry and I just decide to let go, the person might look at you as foolish, but it's okay. The Bible said God uses the foolishness of the world to shame the wise. It's better for me to be foolish and have peace of mind than for me to be sensible and then I'm dying of high blood pressure because of somebody that probably doesn't even know that I'm angry. You see? Rosemary, earlier I said she may choose to support them from a distance. Must they really stay in the mother's kitchen? It's opening up old wounds. Ashura and family can feed from afar. By the way, she can assist them chase a new career path, teach them to fish by getting a new job. Okay, so I don't know. I don't have an answer to this suggestion now, Rosemary. Because first of all, Ashura is supposed to also be a graduate. He should know that maybe I tried getting a job and he couldn't get a job. Maybe he's living with the mother because they don't have accommodation. What if they couldn't pay their rent and they were ejected from the house? So there must be, I'm sure they didn't just carry their bag to go and live with their mother. They became homeless at a point, I'm sure, and they had to move in. So it's not like they don't want to live on. Everybody wants to have their privacy, but condition now, they make crayfish bend. So they have to move in with the only person that will accommodate them, which is their mom. So the issue of going to their own house is not even right, but they might not, people that cannot feed, how can they get a house of their own? So I'm trying to understand the situation right now because they are dependent on their mother and Elinah for now. Get a new career path. Elinah might not want to do that. They should know that they'll get a new career path. They're not idiots now. They are not small children. They should know. But like those people that are wicked, those people that are ungrateful, those people that they will not spare a thought for the next person, they're the biggest leeches. They be the one to suck your blood. And if the blood is finished, they will go and suck another person's blood. So maybe she should have a conversation with them and tell them, go and get a place. Maybe she has to pay for them for the first 1 year. If she's comfortable enough to do that, go and get a place of your own so that, I can pay. Then if she wants to support them with business, then it's fine. If she has the money, does she have the resources? She has her own issues. So that's what I'm trying to say. So what we think about this story? Honestly, I can identify with this story in a lot of ways. It's not just even a family. There are some friends No matter how much you try to reach out to them, they are very ungrateful. But you cannot stop being nice or being, there for people because some few people are ungrateful. If it's not your nature to be stingy, there's no way you can do it. You keep reaching out. So, on a final note, can we tell Elinah what she should do or what she should not do? For me, Elinah, if you're watching, if you're online, listen. Ashura is your brother. Ashura is your brother. Same mother, same father. He did bad. He did so bad. I'm not going to even. He was mean to you. And that would have ruined you. But I want to beg you. You made the first sacrifice by abandoning your education for him to go. Maybe you are the Joseph of that family. Remember what happened to Joseph? The brothers sold him, treated him badly. But when he later found them, he cried with them. He took them back, and incorporated them in the society where he was prime minister, and gave them the best place in that land to live and everything. So the guilt was on the brothers. He moved the guilt away from himself to the brothers. So the same way I want you to treat Ashura. It's your brother. He has treated you badly. He has done everything bad. But he's your brother. Maybe the only one you have. Because he didn't tell me you have other siblings. So please forgive him. Show him love. If you have the money, keep supporting them and help them to be established one more time so that they will stop disturbing you. That is my candid advice. I don't want you to continue to work about with the burden of, why should I feed them? Why should I not feed them? No, that's not what life is all about. We are here to bear each other's burden. I want to take this burden off your shoulder. Keep supporting them anytime you can. Don't go and borrow money to support them. But keep supporting them for the sake of God. All right? And I'm sure God will reward you exceedingly for your kindness. Keep taking care of your mom. Don't abandon your mom, your precious mom, because of Ashura and the wife. Keep supporting your mom. Keep loving them and keep being you. Okay? God bless you. God bless you so much. God bless you. I'll be right back. I'll be right back very, very soon just to get the final comments from people out there.
Live Reels with Florence Onoma.
One step at a
My name
time.
is Florence Onoma. I am the anchor of Life Reels. Life Reels was created to reach out to people that need somebody to talk to, a shoulder to lean on, an avenue for people to express themselves instead of blocking things off.
Don't need to be worried. Everything will be alright. Everything will be alright. Yeah. I know you've been wondering why I
I'm going
think
to tell you how they turn their lemons into lemonade. I have been through a lot myself, and I'm also here to share my experiences with you. You know what? I've been betrayed. I have been gossiped. I have been criticized wrongly. I have been judged. I have been misunderstood. And I'm here to tell you that you're not alone in that game. Come, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Don't bother. That's depression. Depression is real. Don't kill yourself before your time. There's always a solution to that problem you're going through. Here on Life Reels, we are here to help you. Come, follow me on this page. Let's talk about that problem. Trust me, together we can solve it. Life Reels is here to help you.
no need to be worried. Everything will be alright. Everything will be alright. One step at a time. No need to be worried.
Yeah, welcome back to Life Reels with Florence Onoma. We are on the story of Elinah, the young medical doctor from Kenya, who sent us an email telling us about the brother Ashura, who abandoned them after they sacrificed all their resources to send him to college. And when he came out, instead of helping the sister go to school, he abandoned the mother and the sister and went away with the wife. Along the line, the table turned around, and Ashura, the brother of Elinah, had to come back to live in the apartment where Elinah got for the mom and was feeding out of the mother's kitchen. Elinah is saying that the mother, preached forgiveness and she forgave them, but she does not want to continue to feed them. That's the story so far. And a lot of people have commented, have advised that Elinah should forgive and let go. Some other people said Elinah should forgive, but don't push herself too far to take care of them and all that. And I'm reading coming from Lola Constance. She said, as she is still helping them, she should ask them this question: what do you think will happen to you and your family if I do to you what you did to me? Make him answer that question. With that, he will recollect in case he forgot. I don't think he forgot. They don't forget, but they choose not to talk about it because he is not daft. He knows what he did. On a good day, he should have been the one saying, oh, my sister, I know I did you bad. Now look at you. You're the one feeding us. I know I treated you badly. Please forgive me. But if he has not said that, that will show you the kind of a person he is. Or if the wife have not even come and say, oh, Elinah, we are so sorry. Look at you supporting us. But I don't even think that some of those who don't realize they've done anything wrong. Or they just choose to pretend that it never happened. But I'm sure she's reading your comment now. Elinah, the advice here is talk to your brother, ask him, remind him of what he did to you, and ask him some questions and see if he will, say something or apologize or say something. I'm sure he will not say anything because they know what he did. But like I said again, keep doing what you're doing. You're not doing it for Ashura. You're doing it for yourself. You're doing it for God. You're doing it for posterity. You see my point? So don't bother. If you have the money, keep doing it. And God will bless you. All right? Yeah. We come to the end of today's program. Live Praise with Florence Onoma. Please, I am so grateful for all of you that connected with me on this live broadcast, all that took place, all that took part in this conversation, and they commented and they shared their opinion with us. God bless you. I just want to encourage you to continue to be with us, continue to engage with us. Rosemary, what's Ashura's position in all this? I mean, it was our entry that triggered all of this. Are they remorseful? Are they going to make amends and live right? Well, you know that she's the one. You know that somebody said death is a woman. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to malign my gender here. But at times when they come into a place, they cause confusion. Very serious confusion. The very bad ones. There are very good ones that come and unite. Some come and tear. So anyway, we're going to ask Elinah that privately. So like I was saying, thank you for joining Live Friends today. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your likes, for your sharing. Thank you for joining this conversation. It's so, so, so precious to me. God bless you all. Next week, we're supposed to bring a guest this week, but because of some unforeseen circumstances, he could not make it. But he's coming next week, to share his own life experience with us. God bless you as we connect next week. I really appreciate you. Love you guys. Love you, love you, love you from the depth of my heart. Bye. God bless you. See you next week.